Your boy back once again. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sports topic. You see what the title says. You see that. You see that shit. Breaking news, Texan fans, or Texans organization. It's the reason why we fucking hate being fans. Fucking reason why this organization is mediocre. We have a mediocre owner who makes mediocre decisions, who does mediocre stuff after mediocre. I can't understand it. I just can't. You can't pay me to understand it. Well, yes, you can, because a person doesn't care about winning. They only care about making money. As long as people are coming into the seats and buying tickets and tailgating and buying merchandise, hey, what's a win or a loss? We making bread over here. Hey, we cracking bottles. We champagne bottles and models every day. You know, champagne caviar, whatever. Like, you can't pay me to fucking understand this shit. 6 more salary cap space. Put that into perspective. The 6 most salary cap space in the NFL. And you did absolutely nothing with it. You understand, when I woke up Tuesday morning, I was so excited. I woke up, first thing, because I get up at 5 because I have to be at work at 6 o'clock. So I woke up, rolled over, looked at my phone. I see Case Keenum's like to the Broncos with numbers, like how many years, how many you make. I was like, okay, cool. I mean, numbers and stuff is gonna drop today. We gonna get to know what stuff happened today. Like, we gonna get people, the teams and numbers. All right, cool. So all day I'm refreshing on Twitter, Instagram, in the Sauce chat. Shout out to Sauce Sports. Refreshing all day long, trying to get intel on Malcolm Butler, Tremaine Johnson, EJ Gaines, Norwell, all these other players. Okay, Norwell's off the board. Okay, fuck, damn. Okay, cool. But my thing the whole time was trying to bring in the secondary, because like I say, I can't judge offensive linemen. I know when the offensive linemen look bad. Like, I know when the offensive linemen, you see that shit on film. My boy Ray and Sauce Sports, hey, you know way more about offensive linemen, so I looked up. Hey, I give it to you when it comes to offensive linemen. I can't judge no offensive lineman. So, but I didn't know I wanted Norwood. He's off the board, and Jacksonville kind of overpaid for him, so I'm really not tripping. My thing was, like I said, I want us to come away with 2, and I felt so good that we can come away with 2 corners. We can come away with either Tremaine Johnson and EJ Gaines combination was the combination I preferred, or Malcolm Butler and EJ Gaines combination, which that combo cool. I wasn't tripping with it. I preferred Tremaine Johnson, but hey, cool. It is what it is. And if you watch Sauce Sports, and if you're not watching Sauce Sports, what's wrong with you? You need to tune in to Sauce Sports, because when we do the roundtable chat, it's always good information. Honcho, when he do his solo thing, it's all good information. So you need to tune in. If you ain't tuned in, you need to subscribe and tune in. But when I was on, me and him did a show Monday, he asked me, what do I think the Texans are going to do? I'm like, well, no, because they've been linked to Malcolm Butler since dating back to last offseason. I kind of think that's probably the biggest name that they're trying to get as far as secondary help. And the cat out of Jacksonville, he said, well, Aaron Cole, I'm like, yeah, because this organization's cheap. And they do cheap things. And I hate fucking being right. Because when I seen that signing, it's like, come fuck on. Really? And I'm like, okay, so I knew that took us out of getting... It took us out of getting one of the other 3. So it was going to be a combination like that. I'm like, this money for... And then, like, it took forever for the money to come out. All this for a slot corner who the report right after said they were going to play him at the slot. And I know some people are going to come out there and say, we know what we like to... We didn't want to blow all our money and spend a whole bunch of money on Tremaine, all that type of stuff. You're wrong. This is why you're wrong. It has nothing to do with money. I'm going to tell you why we did what we did. And if you look at my videos dating back, when the offseason first started, I made a video talking about this. I'm gonna tell you again, because this is what even pisses me off even more about the situation. Then I see Butler goes to Tennessee. I'm not tripping that Butler goes to Tennessee. I'm really not, because I prefer Jermaine Johnson. And then Butler didn't really get that much money. Well, he got, it was 11 or 12, something like that. He didn't really break the bank. Jermaine Johnson went to the Jets, gets 15. That is kind of high, but that's kind of what I expected. And then the day we lose out on the left tackle, and I'm glad we didn't pay him that much, because the Giants vastly overpaid for him. So I'm good that we missed out on that as far as the paying. But the combination of having the 6 month salary cap space, having a need on the offensive line, and having a need in the secondary, and you miss out on top offensive linemen and top secondary help. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? But this is why, and I said this last time on the round table. This is the exact reason why they did that. Because they want to prove that Kevin Johnson is worth that first pick back in 2015, and they want to prove that he was worth not re-signing AJ Bouye. They're going to try to prove this. I've been saying this for weeks. I said this is what I said back in the video a month ago. I've been saying this for a long period of time. They're going to try to prove to you that Kevin Johnson. Why are we going to bank on Kevin Johnson? You paid all this money for. You paid money for a nickel corner. You had a nickel corner. His name is Kevin Johnson. I hear all these people talking about, oh, he was a damn good nickel corner. This. Hey, he was playing with that front. He had Bouye and Ramsey in the secondary. I could have played slot corner. Oh, not to mention he's been in the league 3 years, has no picks. Kevin Johnson has 1 pick. And as much crap that we give Kareem, and Kareem had a horrible rookie year. Don't get that mistaken. Kareem's rookie year Kareem didn't play as bad his rookie year that Kevin Johnson played last year. Kevin Johnson was Pro Football Focus worst cornerback in the NFL last year. And half those games, he looked like the worst cornerback in football last year. Now, could that be some of Vrabel not knowing what he's doing to secondary, had secondary and doing too much? Yeah. Could that be not having the pass rush because JJ and Merciless was gone? Yeah. But you still going to bank on him to be your number 1 or number 2 corner? If you happen to get EJ Gaines, because at the time of me doing this, EJ Gaines hasn't been signed yet, so I don't know. Maybe we have EJ Gaines, and maybe that will help. And if we get, and I hear talks about Tyrann Mathieu, we get EJ Gaines, we get Tyrann Mathieu, we put Colvin here, you get rid of Kareem, whatever. I'm off the ledge. I'm not on the ledge no more. You didn't talk me off the ledge. But I'm still not happy. That still doesn't. You had it all set out. Get Jermaine Johnson or get Butler. Get EJ Gaines. That's all you had to do. You had that set out. Now here talking about possibly bidding for the transition tag against Kyle Fuller. So now you're going to have to outbid Chicago. And that means you're going to overpay for Fuller. If you're going to overpay for Fuller, couldn't you just overpaid for Jermaine Johnson? And I've heard people talking about Jermaine Johnson's hyping and doing nothing. Either you don't watch football, or you just a person who just only watch the Texans, which is cool. Either way it go. If you don't just watch football, but I do this shit, like seriously, like square business. I do this shit. I do sports all day long. I do this by every metric. Jermaine Johnson, when man-to-man coverage, was ranked 1st or 2nd in every statistical category when you're talking about somebody measuring in man-to-man coverage, which under rack in 16, we were the number 1 defense. We ran the most man-to-man coverage in the NFL. That's the reason why I wanted Jermaine Johnson. That's the reason why I wanted Jermaine Johnson, because he's going to fit what we was going to be able to do. And, I mean, they had a good pass. I mean, they had old dude in L.A., but I mean, we got Watt versus Clowney. We got these pieces. You know, we put EJ Gaines, who used to be with him back when they was in St. Louis, and then they first in LA. So they had that camaraderie. Like, you can match them up together. For 4 years, EJ Gaines is young. EJ Gaines is like 26. Same thing with Colvin. Colvin's 26. That's good. And maybe you hope that he picked up some of that tenacity, some of that spit, some of that fire, some of that dog that Ramsey got. Maybe you hope that he picked that up. I think Jermaine Johnson had that. I seen Jermaine Johnson go back and forth like with Dez and other. I think he got that. I think he got that fire in him. And I think it's, like I said, he, by every metric, he was rated as the number 1 or 2 man-to-man corner in the NFL. All last year. It's like people want to also say, they want to compare Colvin to Bouye. Oh, we got Colvin away from Jacksonville, like they got Bouye away from us. Bouye was our best corner. Now, if we would have got Ramsey away from Jacksonville, that's a whole nother story. We got their 3rd best corner. Why do I look around and see people celebrating this Colvin signing, like, oh, we got some, and then if y'all listen to 6, now I like 6'10". I actually really do. I really like 6'10". But 6'10" is wrong, or that's probably what most of the salary cap space went to, is them paying, because 6'10", the Texans got to pay 6'10" to give a positive spin on everything they do to make the fans not to feel all crazy, man, to talk the fans down. Everything's going to be okay. Colvin is this, Colvin is that, everything's going to be okay. They got to get you spent in the fan base. So, listen to you. If you want to be positive and you want to get fed that positive stuff, listen to 6'10". But hey, if you want the real, watch me, watch your boy, listen to Sauce Sports, all the Texas tubers in Sauce Sports, Ray, the Duck / Rising Phoenix, Darren, Wink. Listen up. like we gonna tell you exactly how we feel, and we not gonna sugarcoat nothing for you. And we all similarly feel the same way about these moves. That this, how are you celebrating this like we took Ramsey away from him? Like, AJ Bouye was our best corner, and they took our best corner. We took their 3rd best corner. Like I said, you can give me all his pro football focus, how he was a good slot corner. Again, when you're playing with those 2 people in the secondary and that front, I could have played slot. And we gave that, we signed a guy we gonna bank on this guy, and he ain't got no career picks. And then Kevin Johnson got 1. So between him and Kevin Johnson, they both been in the league 4 years. This will be their 4th year. And one career pick, and that's who you banking your secondary on. That's what you banking your secondary on right there. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink into your head right now. Just let that sink in. That's what you did. People ain't got no picks. 1 pick between them. It came from Kevin Johnson. Out the nickel. No, mind you, not him locking up a number 1 or a number 2. Really. You had the money. It'd be different if you didn't have the money. You didn't have the salary cap space. You had the money. And you just really pissed and shit on yourself. Speaking of shitting on yourself, the offensive lineman guy has some type of disease that he got popped for smoking weed to help his disease, because whatever disease he got, he can actually crap on himself. He can't control his bowels. Like, so we literally pissing and shitting on ourselves right now. Like, and y'all want to get rid of Rick. And I said this from the jump, that I wasn't a huge fan of Rick, but I wasn't standing with pitchforks trying to fire Rick. And Brian Gaines is supposed to be better. He wasn't aggressive in the talks before free agency, when people were making trades wheeling and dealing. He wasn't aggressive then. Free agency, not aggressive. You expect him to be aggressive in the draft? For a team that doesn't have a 1st or 2nd round pick, we should be the most aggressive via free agency with the 6th most salary cap space, and we let 2 teams that had less salary cap space than us get the number 1 and number 2 corner out of free agency. Really? That's what we did. That's exactly what we did. What sense does that make? What? And people want to compare back to 2011 when we got Jonathan Joseph, and we could have paid Nnamdi. We took ourselves out the Nnamdi race, and we got Jonathan Joseph, and we got Daniel Manning. The difference with that is Jonathan Joseph was a number 2 corner, I think. But he was a legitimate starting corner in Cincinnati, and they had a nice duo in Cincinnati. He wasn't the 3rd corner. He wasn't the slot corner. He wasn't the 3rd option. Daniel Manning played both corner and safety. He rotated playing corner and safety in Chicago. And also, that year you brought in J.J. Watt. You brought in Brooks Reed. You move Cushion to the to be an inside linebacker from outside. You got a new defensive coordinator in Wade Phillips who brought a whole new defensive staff with him. You moved You had Mario stand up. You took what else you do? You moved somebody else too. Oh, Con Baldwin. Remember the year before in 2010, Con Baldwin got hurt the first game of the season against the Colts. So Con Baldwin was healthy. So the defense all the way around was different. Different schematics, different scheme, different coaching, different players. It wasn't just the bringing in of Danielle Mann. See, people just want to harp on that. And you listen to 610, they'll try to tell you that because they try to ease over. And yeah, we didn't pay a whole bunch of money to Jermaine Johnson and Malcolm Butler, but we got Colvin, and this is cheaper, and this is going to work out better. Who knows? I hope Colvin proves me wrong, because I don't want to seem like I'm bashing Colvin, because I think Colvin is nice. I ain't tripping. I'm just tripping that he's the only person we got when we could have got somebody else. Like I said, now we bring in Tyrann Mathieu, we bring in EJ Gaines. That's a little bit different. I'm cooler with that. I'm still not happy, but at the very least, it's better than what it's looking like right now. And now we back on trusting the coup. We need you to grow fast. I like the coup. I think the coup is going to do well, and I would much rather liked him with like my scenario was Tremaine Johnson, EJ Gaines, Kevin Johnson in the slot. And then you use the coup like you was using Bouye in the beginning of 16, help cover tight ends, do all this other stuff, and help him grow and grasp into maybe taking one of those 2 spots or 3 spots rather. Because when you have somebody covering the slot, you minimize their assignments. You cover up their deficiencies. You mask some stuff. Colvin's stuff was masked. If you put Colvin on the outside, you're gonna open up everything that he does wrong. And also, if you don't get no more help on the secondary and you do keep him in the slot, I mean, we got a front seven, but we got bank on JJ becoming JJ. And like I said in the roundtable chat, like I said before, in that Patriot game, the defense was fully healthy and got pressure. They pressured the shit out of Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady got sacked like 4 times in that game. What, sacked 4 times, he fumbled 3 or fumbled twice? I know he fumbled twice, but one fumble we didn't get, and then the fumble that Klein took for a touchdown. So he fumbled multiple times, he got sacked and hit a whole bunch of times, and you still gave up a whole bunch of points and still gave up the game-winning drive because of your secondary. And Deshaun played and balled out. Deshaun balled out, y'all. There's nothing we ain't talking about. And now JJ Watt doesn't do this, people. JJ Watt sending out tweeting at Tyrann Mathieu because JJ ain't have that was all Hop doing all the recruiting. And I thought about this yesterday. I said, I know Hop is pissed. I know Hop gotta be pissed. And this JJ right here confirms it that the players on this team, they pissed. They seen this money. They thought some moves something was gonna get done. And it didn't get done. They knew it.
Ryan?
They knew it. My bad, Siri tripping. But they knew something was going. They thought something was going to happen. They thought something was going to shake, and it's not shaking. And they seeing all these people get moved, and like, well, damn, shit. Jay's like, shit. Let me say something. Maybe if I say something, and hey. If Tyrann Mathieu do get signed, hey, I mean, we already know this though, but they respect JJ more than respect you, bro. But that's a joke. That's a jokey joke. Try to ease the pain, but yeah, this is the reason why we frustrated. Like the Texans organization, this is the reason why we frustrated. It's you scared to do stuff. Why are you scared to pay corners? You've been scared. You scared for 15 years to draft a quarterback because, David Carr was a bust. We don't want to draft a quarterback in the first round. We're going to do all this bargain shopping. No, fuck that. You see a guy, you go get a guy. No, we got burnt on the Brock Osweiler deal. We got burnt on the Ed Reed deal. No, we're not paying any high dollar amount. No, we're not going to do that. No, we're not gonna do that. Oh, no. No, you got, I mean, hey, it costs to be the boss. Sometimes you gotta take risks. And if it fails, oh well. Well, not oh well, because they put you in salary cap hell, but still, at least do something. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm completely wrong. I hope Kevin Johnson bounced back, and cause I know Ed Honcho said he believes he's gonna be a Pro Bowler, All Pro. Hope so. Ed, man, you've been talking about Colvin. Hope I'm completely wrong. I hope, and y'all can all hold me to this. I will come up here and personally make a Colvin video. If Colvin is an All Pro or a Pro Bowler, I will personally make an apology video to him on this. Even though it's not him. It's not him who I have issue with. I'll make an apology video to him and Gaines. Even if Gaines fuck up some other shit, I'll make an apology video for that. I guarantee it. You hold me to it on March 14th. You're holding me to it right now. March 14th in 4:30 or 4:12. Oh, my bad. I'm fucking up on the time. 4:21 Central Time. You got that. You're going to hold me to it. Hold me to it. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Comment below if you haven't. Click that bell to get more videos. I holla. Whew. I holla.